Ladies and gentlemen, let us pause, not in silence, but in thunder. Let us gather, not in sorrow alone, but in celebration of sound, legacy, and immortal roar. For today, the world of music, of wrestling, and of rebellion, bows its head and raises its fists to honor a titan. WWE is deeply saddened to learn of the passing of music icon, heavy metal pioneer, and WWE Hall of Famer, the one, the only, Ozzy Osbourne. This is not just the end of a chapter. This is the turning of an era. A voice has been silenced, yes, but oh, how loudly it will echo across arenas, headphones, and hearts for generations to come. Ozzy didn't just make music. He made noise. And not the kind that fades. The kind that grabs you by the soul and dares you to scream with it. The kind that lifts you out of darkness. The kind that makes you believe. From the smoky shadows of Birmingham, England, to the bright lights of global stages, Ozzy Osbourne roared into our lives as the unforgettable frontman of Black Sabbath. It was the 1970s, and the world was changing. But no change rang louder than Ozzy's voice. With Sabbath, he gave us 8 albums of sheer rawness, of thunder and fear and power. Songs like War Pigs weren't just tracks, they were war cries. And as fate would have it, that very anthem became a battleground theme for WWE's NXT TakeOver, War Games and Survivor Series, War Games. It wasn't just fitting, it was destiny. Because Ozzy wasn't just music. He was mayhem, he was madness, he was magic. And then, as only legends do, he carved his own path. Breaking from Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne soared into a solo career that didn't just sustain him, it exploded him into global superstardom. With unforgettable anthems like Crazy Train, Mr. Crowley, and Bark at the Moon, Ozzy didn't ride the wave, he became the wave. His songs didn't just play. They possessed. They thundered across generations and inspired every headbanger, every dreamer, every misfit who needed a voice louder than their fears. But music wasn't his only stage. Ozzy Osbourne wasn't just a legend in arenas of sound, he became a presence in the squared circle itself. Yes, Ozzy entered the WWE universe, and it welcomed him with open arms and deafening applause. His first legendary moment came at WrestleMania 2, the grandest stage of them all. There, side by side with the incomparable Captain Lou Albano, Ozzy stood as manager to the British Bulldogs, guiding them to championship glory as they captured the World Tag Team titles. It was more than an appearance. It was an alignment of icons. Rock met wrestling. Energy met chaos. The result, history. But Ozzy wasn't finished. No, the Prince of Darkness returned again and again to the WWE stage throughout the 2000s. Whether it was stepping in as special guest host of Monday Night Raw or performing live to the WWE Universe, Ozzy made every entrance unforgettable. Who could forget Raw's Got Talent? A chaotic, outrageous, totally unforgettable night where superstars let their inner weirdness shine, all with Ozzy at the center of it, smiling, laughing, and embracing the beautiful madness of WWE. In 2021, the WWE did what was always meant to be done, it enshrined him among its immortals. Ozzy Osbourne, the eternal voice of defiance, was officially inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. It wasn't just about the music. It was about the man. The impact. The undeniable connection he had with fans of both the mic and the mat. He was more than a rock star. He was a cultural hurricane. Ozzy brought the spirit of rock to every ring, every ramp, every roar of the crowd. And even as he stood with a mic instead of a mic stand, the audience knew, this wasn't a guest. This was family. And now, as we mourn his passing, we do so not in whispers, but in memories. In the screeching guitars. In the echoes of, all aboard. In the faces of every young musician and superstar who dared to be different. We remember the eyeliner, the cross, the madness, the moments. We remember the man who bit the head off convention and held into eternity. Ozzy Osbourne gave us more than music. He gave us courage. The courage to stand out. To embrace the strange. To laugh at the dark. To dance in the fire. To every fan who raised the horns in the air when his songs played. To every wrestler who walked out to his music. To every rebel who needed a voice to echo their chaos. Ozzy was that voice. He wasn't just heavy metal. He was the metal. He wasn't just a guest in WWE. He was WWE, larger than life, unpredictable, unforgettable. So now, we say goodbye. But not really. Because voices like Ozzy's don't go silent. They become legends. And legends, they become part of us. From everyone in WWE. To Sharon. To his children. To his bandmates. To his brothers in sound and spirit. To the millions who sang along, headbanged in their bedrooms, or watched WrestleMania 2 with stars in their eyes. We say thank you. Thank you, Ozzy. For the chaos. For the chords. For the memories. For the metal. For the madness. And above all, for the magic. Rest in power, Prince of Darkness. The show goes on, but it will never be the same without you.